So this is the AEA R44. It's the reissue. The original microphone used to be made by RCA. It was a broadcast microphone, and it's a very large, very heavy ribbon microphone. So a ribbon mic is it's an old microphone design. Before there were condensers, before there were any of those guys, we had ribbons, and what it is that you have two really large magnets, which is what you need the microphone to be this big. Two large magnets to have like a really thin, like less than paper thin ribbon that in this microphone is probably about that big, just going along the length of the microphone, that vibrates when it receives, air pressure from sound, and the positive and negative magnet with the vibrations create an electrical current. That's what turns into the sound you hear. Condensers, they have electronic parts that are in there that require power to work. They need electricity, so what they call phantom power, or just a power box for one of the other mics. Ribbons don't need that because they're pretty much all mechanical in a way. Ribbons are known for having a large frequency range. You hear really high and really low, but it's smooth. It's like, some of the dynamics, they have a harshness in the high end, and some of the condensers, when you get really low, it has the like a explosive sound, whereas the ribbon can handle a lot of those frequencies and make them sound smooth. The issue with ribbons is that if you have them at home, they don't normally sound as good, because ribbons, as opposed to condensers or dynamics, need a tremendous amount of gain for them to sound good and operate at their best. So where usually a 57 is like a minus 30 dB of gain, and a condenser might be somewhere between minus 35, minus 45, these guys hang out in the minus 55 to 65 dB of gain for them to actually start shining. Because the high end, especially the high end, it's such little tiny vibrations that for you to hear them, you need to really amplify them. And usually, not beginner, but like not professional commercial grade interfaces, or they don't have a dedicated preamp unit, don't have the amount of gain that you need to make the microphone do what it's supposed to do, and so then it doesn't sound good, because you're underpowering it. You're not hearing the full frequency range of the microphone unless you can really crank that gain with a dedicated preamp. You don't want to use them on kick drums, you don't want to use them on really loud amps, because the ribbon is paper thin and a loud sound can just break it. I just had that happen at my house with another ribbon, not as nice as this one. Ribbons also, because of the way they're designed, they don't have a front. The ribbon just vibrates, so if you sing at it from this side or if you sing at it from this side, the same thing will happen. So usually people like them for room mics on drums, because they really pick up not just what's happening on this side of the room, but what's happening on this side of the room too.